Hey guys, and welcome to All Creatures Small and Smaller. I saw this on itch.io. It looked nice, and I like animals. I like insects. We've established that before, so we're gonna try this. Yay! Start. All right. Piedmont. Okay. I actually read the instructions, so basically we're just trying to look for creatures as we go. Oh, here's one. Okay, but we got one. So we have the magnifying glass. It will open, or it will clear one box. The net will clear one box and two other random boxes, but it's worth like 2 magnifying glass on this bar. And obviously, if we complete this bar, we can no longer what do you call this? Continue searching for animals, right? So there's that. Ooh, okay. Bing pot. There we go.
Neat.
Ooh, a salamander, some frogs, and whatever this dude is. He looks happy. He looks like he's dancing. I guess we can look in this corner. Bam, nothing. Ugh. Alright, stop. We don't want to scare the animals, so let's come back another time. Ooh, we have 3 new journal entries. So let's take a look. Eastern spadefoot. Okay, I think that's a frog. This looks like some kind of worm? Earthworm. Looks like a hermit crab. These are its claws. Then it's like eyes. Could be. Piedmont. Okay, so this obviously America. I don't know any of these animals. Marbled salamander. Cool. And okay, so we also have this oil beetle. Alright. Oh, Pacific Northwest. I don't think we can go there just yet, right? Become at least a fan on all animals of one region before unlocking them. Okay. So yeah, that's the whole premise of the game. We just look for animals and we collect them. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
We're gonna keep looking. So the way we become the fan of an animal is by finding them enough times. Alright.
Interesting.
That's all I know. Okay. Ooh, we have the hermit crab.
Interesting.
No, that is not a hermit crab. That's a wasp. Ooh, there's something here. Ah, damn it. It's a red and black mason wasp. Alright. Whatever that is. You know, I should probably search them up and put like a real life picture beside it. I know these pixel arts look nice. Yeah, they're great. But it would be nicer if you had a real life comparison to go with it. Uh-oh. No, I was 1 click away! Damn it. I wasted a couple of clicks there early on. So, my bad. Okay, I shouldn't waste my clicks on the net if I have, like, magnifying glass. I don't know if it's obvious by the fact that I owned Bebop, but I'm a huge fan of small critters. In fact, I prefer small critters over things like dogs and cats, simply because they're much easier, well, maintenance-wise, they're much easier to handle. Most are much easier than dogs or cats or other big pets you get. I know that some insects and other smaller critters like crabs and whatnots, they do need special environments, but in general they're much easier to handle. They're also very interesting to watch because unlike dogs and cats, which they're like all over the place. You see them on the streets where I live anyway. You see them all over the streets, so they're kind of like a common sight. I like the exotic looks of insects, you know? They look like aliens.
Oh.
Yeah, they look like aliens. They look weird and extraterrestrial. They look like they don't belong here on Earth. Obviously they do, but I just really like and appreciate their appearance. They're also very colorful. Bebop, for example, was green when I first got her, and eventually they turned brown. I guess it's adaptation. When you get bigger, you need to turn into less colorful colors, because that way you're too easy to spot. Like, who would... like, how can a, let's say, pink chimpanzee survive out in the open, yeah? That's why I really prefer insects. They're very colorful. Smaller critters in general are much more vibrant in colors compared to your more commonplace like dogs. Dogs do come in some.
Interesting.
Dogs do come in different colors, yeah, but they're generally the white, black, brown, gray variants. Cats come in orange, but you don't ever see a red cat, right?
Interesting.
But there's so many insects that are color red, dude. And they're just so fascinating. And to think that there's over, what, millions of species of insects out there, and plenty more that we probably haven't discovered. Just mind-blowing, you know? While we're on the topic, I used to own a bunch of spiders, centipedes, and millipedes, scorpions, springtails, you name it. And it's just such a fun thing to do. They're not like dogs, you can't play with them, you can't pick them up. If you try to pick up a scorpion, it's gonna stab you in the neck, and you're probably gonna die from. Well, not all scorpions do it, but some scorpions are deadly, and if you do get stung, you're not guaranteed a death, but you'll suffer a lot of pain. Some can kill you. Anyway, off the topic. There's just something about watching them go about their lives that fascinates me, you know? It kind of feels like you're playing God, because here you have these tiny insects, and you're just watching them through, well, I put mine in a plastic container, a clear plastic container, but it's more, but a more hype, but some people do use glass containers, and well, it's just slightly more expensive, yeah. And there's just something about watching them, watching these tiny creatures go about their lives through this clear plastic or glass container. That's so satisfying. And the thing, and it's almost as if you're the one that feeds them, you're the one that shapes their environment. Like, I am the one who puts the soil, who adds the rocks, who adds like wooden bits, leaves, and I'm also the one who feeds it, so I add its prey in there. Yeah, I do feed it live. I do feed my carnivorous insects live prey. And it's not something you can do for, let's say, a dog or a cat. You can't just put a dog and a cat or a cat inside a cage and leave them there and expect them to flourish, you know? Cats and dogs need like huge amounts of spaces. You can't just build an habitat for a dog or a cat. Like, what even is their habitat? You're building another house for the dog? Great, but that's not... It's still not satisfying because the whole point of a dog is you get to play with them. A cat is you get to, I don't know, let them sit on your lap or let them stare at you weirdly. I don't know. But the difference with insects is that or small creatures in general, is that you can mold their entire environment and they won't be any the wiser because, well, that's big enough for them to live in and prosper. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Okay, let's take a look at our journal because I haven't taken a look at it for a long time now. So we have the eastern spadefoot. Despite being often referred to as a toad, the spadefoot is actually a frog. Ooh. Which differs from true toads with their vertical pupils, somewhat smooth skin, and a spade-like projection on the inside of their hind legs, which they use to dig burrows in forested areas with loose soil. The eastern spadefoot breeds in temporary bodies of water, like all frogs I guess, typically filled by rain since they only require a minimum temperature of 7.2 degrees Celsius or 45 degrees Fahrenheit. They can breed during any month in the southern states and they lay 3,000 to 5,000 eggs at once. Oh boy, that's a lot of tadpoles, man. Yeah, frogs are invasive species, especially toads. They're crazy invasive. Anyway, next we have the eastern milk snake. These burrowing snakes tend to keep to themselves beneath rocks, logs, and stumps, spending much of their time underground. They are not picky eaters, subsisting on all sorts of mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish, and insects. Eastern milk snakes are not venomous, but display cunning batation mimicry? What? They mimic the coloration of venomous species to ward off predators. Their largest threat is humans who kill them off when they are mistaken for the dangerous snakes they imitate. Well, ain't that ironic? You mimic a dangerous snake to protect yourself and you get killed because people think you're a dangerous snake. Snakes are another thing in the hobby that a lot of people like to keep. They're also, well, I guess it's just the cleanup is a lot less hassle, though they tend to be more complicated as shedding, pairing or mating can be a lot more troublesome, and food supply, you can't feed snake food pellets. That's not a thing. You have to feed it like animals. Some people do frozen rats, but others feed live ones. Anyway, I'm not gonna read the rest of these. I'm just gonna scroll through them. You can pause it and read it if you want, but like, this is nice. It's not a very exciting game per se, but it's just so calming. And there's something about it that makes you want to find out more about these animals. Well, if you're a fan of tiny creatures like me, definitely. Okay, I'm pretty sure we have enough to move on to the next area, right? Start Pacific Northwest. All right, new animals, new pixel art. I'm quite interested. Ooh, that looks like some sort of beetle, obviously. I can't say what that is. It's very familiar. We have these in my part of the world too, but obviously that's a capybara. Those are adorable. Holy cow, look at it. It looks like a freaking square. Looks like a loaf of bread. That is a friggin' adorable capybara. Capybaras aren't exactly small though. Oh, hey, that's also a mouse or capybara of some sort. Oh, that's not a capybara, that's an American pika. Whatever those are. And a two-spotted stink bug. Okay, definitely not what I thought they were. I thought they were something much different, but that's alright.
Neat.
A lizard? Could be common house lizard or a gecko of some sort. It has a pointed snout though. Can't tell. Okay, what's this?
Oh.
Some sort of wasp again. Actually, no. Doesn't have a stinger, so might be a fly of some sort. Firefly? This might be a firefly or lightning bug, whatever you call it. Ooh, I don't think I can get this one. Unfortunately. A cuckoo wasp. Okay, it is a wasp. Northern alligator lizard. Alright. Okay, maybe. Alright, I'm really not an expert at these kind of things. I just like them. I read about them a lot. I watch YouTube videos about them.
Wow.
Oh, another alligator lizard. Okay. Oh, what's that? Okay, that's the wasp thing. What's this? Oh, it's a frog. That's definitely a frog. That's a jumping spider. I know what that is. That's a zebra jumping spider. Spiders, I watch way too much of them. I'm 90% sure that's a zebra jumping spider. That's some sort of frog too. A northern red-legged frog and jumping zebra spiders. Close enough. Easy. Alright. Man. So, this is fun. What's this? Some sort of dragonfly or mayfly. I don't know. The head looks way too big to be a dragonfly. Then again, I could be completely wrong. Here's another one. Could be a mayfly too. Mayflies are like, well, they're weaker versions of something. Widow skimmer? Huh, never heard of these. This is gonna be a hell of a hard edit because I'm gonna be spending a lot of my time just trying to find the pictures of all of these animals. You know what? To make my life easier, I'm just gonna put like this credit screen at the end where you will be able to see how all of these animals look like in real life. Ooh, that's a snail. Is that bladder snail? Could be, could be. Huh. We have a lot of those in my side of the world too. Okay. Pacific sideband snail. Well, I couldn't tell. Sideband snails are usually snails with a flat or horizontal shell, right? I could be completely bullshitting. My future self will definitely call me out on that. Well, on the other hand, bladder snails are called bladdered snails because, well, they have like this air pocket inside their body, which they use to, well, store air, obviously. And once they go underwater, they just kind of like...
Interesting.
They could just kind of release themselves and they'd float back up to their surface. It's pretty cool. Alright, I think that's it. That's it. Journal, fan. Alright, let's move on to the next area. Because this is starting to take some time. I mean, I'm still enjoying it. But I'd like to go through everything. I don't think I can. I can already tell it's getting a little long. Ooh, that's a... I don't know. That's a spiral shelled snail. This one definitely looks like a lizard. Oh, that's adorable! Okay, this is definitely a gecko of some sort. You can tell because it's... I don't know what they're called. Claws? No. Paws? No. They're four. There, it's basically its feet has like these little stubs, which are they use as suction cups to cling themselves onto surfaces, and that's some sort of skink back there. Yeah, a Florida Keys mole skink, a reef gecko, and a Florida tree snail. Hey, I got the gecko and the skink right. Look again. My friend actually planned on getting a skink, a blue-tongued skink. It's actually really pretty. This one's definitely a crab. Ooh, one arm's bigger, one arm's smaller. Could be a fiddler crab. Could be. I could be wrong though. This is... It's not a red-eared slider, but it's definitely some sort of turtle too. Just trying my best to identify these things. Striped mud turtle, a blue land crab. Okay, I was totally wrong on those two. And I just realized that fiddler crabs, their eyes have kind of like poke out, and one bigger claw is like extremely much bigger. Okay, some sort of honeybee. Ooh, that's a nice coloration on the wings there. And we have a butterfly. It's not a monarch butterfly, but it's some sort of butterfly. The skink again. And a butterfly again. Ooh. Oh, what's that? Oh, I missed it. A Miami blue butterfly and a Hyalaeus bee. I can't pronounce for a crab. It's the tree snail. This is another tree snail. Oh no, it's a butterfly. Ooh, what's that? This is new. Nope, it's the crab. And oh, this one. What's this?
Oh.
It's the bee. Okay, I'm close to... Ah, damn it.
Interesting.
Ooh, that's such a nice gecko. On the topic of gecko, a dark part of my hobby keeping was I kept a gecko once. That's a mouse of some sort. Common rat? Definitely. Probably. I kept a gecko and it did not turn out well because I didn't have the proper equipment. I was really young and like, well, I didn't do my research when I got the gecko, and what happened was I didn't provide it with a heat lamp. I just gave it like this enclosure with some sand, and it had like a tub to call a house. The pet shop owner said it was definitely okay. It was not okay. You need a heat lamp for reptiles. Most reptiles need some sort of most reptiles need some sort of UV lighting, because that's their way of, well, they're cold-blooded. That's their way of increasing their temperatures, and that's also their way of synthesizing the proper minerals or vitamins or nutrients they need for, well, their bodily functions. There's something with the light that kind of like allows them to synthesize some type of nutrients. I don't know. Just blabbering it.